one grows wild throughout. Anyone know what kind of pine that is? Pinyon pine. Yeah, very good. This is the single leaf pinyon. It's related to our native pinyon, only this one gets the nuts a little faster. So this one will have nuts. Usually pine trees need to be about 15 to 20 years old before they start forming nuts. This one in particular, this is the one they grow to produce pine nuts. The pinyon pine nuts, this is the one that they're growing it off of. Produces nuts in about 10 years and has a more buttery flavor to it. Just a better tasting nut. And it's equally as hardy. And I find it doesn't tend to get the scale on it as easily as our native one does. So we tend to skew people this way because it's a better tree, basically, better pine tree, pinyon pine tree than others. Again, once you get this established, you can cut this thing off with all care and let it go. If you want to keep it looking good, or you want to force a little more growth on it, get more of these candle growth, get longer candle growth, fertilize it a couple times a year, water it a couple times a month, and it will flush out, be almost tropical looking when it gets done. Okay? Yeah?
Is the scale what's been killing? Like I've seen a lot of dead pinyon pine.
Yes, scale, pinyon pine scale. Pinyon pine scale is a problem. You guys don't mind plants, you mind getting bushwhacked. Pinyon pine scale. There is a scale, a little tiny bug. Tiny, tiny bug. If you have scale in the yard, you should look at the needles. If you see a little dot on the needle, that is a scale, it's an insect, and it is literally sucking that needle dry. And if left unchecked, it will absolutely kill the tree within just a few seasons. If your tree is thin and wispy, a truly healthy pinyon pine should be lush and full and not look like a native. It should be lush and full, not thin and wispy. It probably has scale. So what to do, I didn't bring that solution, but down the store we actually created a product called Plant Protector. It's a systemic. You pour at the base of the tree, the plant will absorb it through the cambium layer and then taint the needles. So when they pierce that needle and suck the juice out, it'll kill it. One application goes for a year. If you have pinyon pine, if you're in that chaparral zone, you should be checking that because entire neighborhoods have been wiped out. Not one pine left alive. Okay. With that also being said, Ponderosa pine, just while we're on native problems, Ponderosa pine, if you look at the bark, and you see a pin needle, looks like someone took a pin and poked a hole inside the bark. That is bark beetle. That is a problem. You should be worried. There's a little tiny black beetle. He's cute as can be. He's only like that big, maybe an 1/8 inch, not even that. Burrows into the bark. You've seen that. It's either an entrance or an exit tunnel is what that is. And so you've got activity underneath that bark. They get into the cambium layer, that live tissue area underneath the bark. They literally will start eating that, and they'll finally girdle the tree. They'll eat it all the way around until it'll stay alive until they eat the entire thing. And then sometime in June or just all at once, it'll go from green to I have no foliage in like a week, just like that. It'll turn instantly. And so you got to get on this. The same product, Plant Protector, solves that.